There's nothing quieter than the moment when someone who's always calm suddenly changes without a word. A single glance, a deep sigh, and the world falls silent. Hello K-pop lovers. Welcome back to this channel. Today, the world of BTS fans is in turmoil once again. A rumor appeared out of nowhere, and it's stirring emotions everywhere. Is it true that Taehyung suddenly got angry? And is Jungkook really close to a mysterious woman? This isn't just gossip. It's a story about emotions, misunderstandings, and silence that's too heavy to explain in words. It all began with a short clip. A video barely 10 seconds long, yet powerful enough to change the mood of millions across the world. That day, Jungkook was spotted outside a commercial shoot. He wore a casual outfit, his hair slightly messy from the soft afternoon breeze. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't his appearance. It was the woman standing beside him, long hair, wearing a mask, speaking softly as if they knew each other well. At first glance, it seemed ordinary. Until the woman gently touched Jungkook's arm. One small touch, one simple gesture, but somehow, time stopped. It didn't take long. The clip spread like wildfire. Twitter, TikTok, Korean forums, all caught in flames of speculation. Who is she? Is she Jungkook's girlfriend? Is BTS hiding something? Comment after comment flooded the internet. And as always, the rumor began to grow, wild and unstoppable. Meanwhile, somewhere else, Taehyung appeared in a short live broadcast. Usually calm, warm, and smiling, his presence always felt like a comfort. But that night, something was different. The air during the live felt heavy. He spoke slower than usual. Several times he took deep breaths, forcing small, faint smiles. Army watching live immediately noticed. What's wrong with his face? Taehyung looks different. Is he mad? The comments kept flowing until one message stood out among thousands. Oppa, Jungkook is trending because of a rumor with a girl. Taehyung stopped. 3 seconds of silence, but it felt like forever. He looked down and whispered softly, "Don't believe everything you see." Just one sentence. But it echoed deeply. It wasn't the words themselves. It was the tone, the way his eyes went blank for a moment. Everyone could feel it, something more than tiredness. And that's when the storm began. The hashtag #TaehyungAngry shot to global trending. Some fans believed he was upset. Others thought he wasn't angry at Jungkook, but at the world, for judging too quickly. Army started analyzing every detail. Every facial expression, every gesture, every tone of voice. Old clips of the two resurfaced. Moments of laughter backstage, hugs during concerts, those soft glances between two brothers who'd grown up together. But when compared to recent footage, something felt off. Small, yet undeniable. A tiny distance that words couldn't explain. Then, in the midst of that silence, Jungkook finally spoke. Not with words, but through music. Hours after the rumor exploded, Jungkook posted a song titled "I Wish I Could Tell You." Soft melody, heartbreaking lyrics. It was about someone who wanted to tell the truth, but knew the world wouldn't really listen. Army understood immediately. It wasn't random. It was his way of speaking, without speaking. One viral comment said, "He's not angry. He's just tired of being misunderstood." And slowly, the mood began to shift. From chaos to compassion. Because behind every rumor, there's always a soul trying to breathe in peace. A few hours later, another subtle sign appeared. Taehyung, who had stayed silent, liked a fan art on another platform. The drawing showed two silhouettes, one sitting alone in the rain, and another watching from afar. No caption, no explanation. But fans knew it wasn't just a like. It was a silent message. A quiet way of saying, "I understand." People began to realize, maybe Taehyung wasn't angry with Jungkook. Maybe he was angry at the world, at how harshly it treats those who only wanted to live honestly. At how people forget that behind fame and flashing lights, they are still human. They can feel hurt. They can feel tired. They can feel misunderstood. Days passed. The rumor started to fade, but the air was still heavy. Then, one quiet night, Taehyung went live again. This time, he looked calmer. He played soft music in the background, smiled faintly, and said, "Don't be quick to judge. Sometimes what seems complicated is actually very simple." That was it. No long speech. No explanation. But his calm tone wrapped everything up perfectly. because silence often speaks louder than any defense ever could.
And then, something beautiful happened.
A few days later, someone spotted them, Taehyung and Jungkook, together again.
At a small restaurant in Seoul. No cameras. No stylists. No managers.
Just two young men, sharing food and laughter like the old days. The video, captured from afar, was blurry yet enough.
Enough to melt the chaos away.
No tension, no anger, just warmth. Comments flooded again, but this time, with relief. They are okay. Maybe they just needed time. That's real friendship.
Now, the rumor has faded into memory.
But what remains is something deeper. A reminder that even the strongest friendships can be tested in a world that moves too fast to understand. That even behind perfect smiles, there are hearts trying to stay strong. Taehyung and Jungkook showed us something rare. Not just friendship, but the beauty of silence. When words aren't enough, they let time speak for them. And maybe that's what makes them so loved. They are not perfect. They get angry, misunderstood, and hurt.
But they always find their way back to each other.
Through every glance, every laugh under Seoul's quiet night sky, there's a whisper only they can hear. We're okay. Don't worry.
And ARMY smiled. Because as long as they laugh together again, nothing else really matters. When the screen fades to black,
only one sentence remains in everyone's hearts. True friendship doesn't need clarification, just silence and trust.
This story isn't about anger or gossip.
It's about two hearts that understand each other, even in silence. Taehyung might have been angry.
Jungkook might have been misunderstood.
But in the end, they remained the same. Two souls growing together in a world too loud to hear quiet honesty. And for ARMY watching from
far,
as long as they keep smiling, as long as they keep protecting each other, that's enough.